Hello guys, kumusta uli sa inyong lahat dyan? Since my vlog is about Sweden, I was thinking I might as well have this vlog about Hoim or It's and Im as you all over the world knows it. It's and Im meaning Hinnis and Maurits. They called it here in Sweden, Hinnis och Maurits. And I will read about Hinnis and Maurits or Hoim. Hinnis and Maurits Abbey, or they pronounce it Hinnis och Maurits, or It's and Im, is a Swedish multinational clothing retail company known for its fast fashion clothing for men, women, teenagers, and children. As of November 2019, It's and Im operates in 74 countries with over 5,000 stores under the various company brands with 126,000 full-time equivalent positions. It is the second largest global clothing retailer behind Spain-based Inditex, parent company of Zara. Founded by Erling Persson and run by his son Stefan Persson and Helena Helmersson, the company makes it online shopping available in 33 countries. The company was founded by Erling Persson in 1947 when he opened the first shop in Västerås, Sweden. The shop called Hinnis, Swedish for hairs. Yeah, when we say hairs or his. Exclusively sold women's clothing. A store was opened in Norway in 1964. In 1968, Persson acquired the hunting apparel retailer Maurits Wild Force, which led to the inclusion of a menswear collection in the product range, and the name changed to Hinnis and Maurits. The company was listed on the Stockholm Stock Exchange in 1974. Shortly after, in 1976, the first store outside Scandinavia opened in London. It's an Im continued to expand in Europe and began to retail online in 1998 when both the domain It's Im come from a company called A1 in non-published domain transaction. The two-letter domain was registered in the early 1990s, but data on the first registration is lost. The opening of its first US store on 31 March 2000 on 5th Avenue in New York City marked the start of the expansion outside of Europe. In 2008, the company announced in a press release that it would begin selling home furnishing, initially distributed through the company's online catalog. There are now It's and Im home stores located internationally following expansion in Asia and Middle East, and the launch of concept stores including COS, Big D, Monkey, and Cheap Monday. In 2009 and 2010, branding consultancy Interbrand ranked the company as the 21st most valuable global brand, making it the highest ranked retailer in the survey. Its worth was estimated at $12 to $16 billion. It's and Im operated 2,325 stores at the end of 2011 and 2,629 stores at the end of August 2012. Its 3,000 store opened in September 2013 in Chengdu, China. In October 2020, It's and Im announced that they are planning to close 5% of the worldwide stores in 2021 as the result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Marketing and collaborations. In November 2004, Select Stores offered an exclusive collection by fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld. The press reported large crowds and that the initial inventories in the larger cities were sold out within an hour. Although the clothes were still available in less fashion-sensitive areas until the company redistributed them to meet the demand. In November 2006, the company launched a collection by Stella McCartney. Stella McCartney, yung ano yan siya, yung anak siya ni McCartney, yung sa Beatles. And in November 2006 by Avant-Garde, that's designers Victor and Rolf. In March 2007, it launched another collaboration designed by the pop star Madonna. In June 2007, the company worked with game developers Maxis to create a stuff pack for the latest The Sims 2 computer game. It's an fashion stuff. In November 2007, the company launched a collection by the Italian designer Roberto Cavalli. It was reported that the clothing sold out quickly. Also in 2007, another design with Kylie Minogue, yung singer yata yan siya, pero popular din siya, was launched in Shanghai, China. In the spring of 2008, the Finnish company Marimekko was selected as guest designer and was followed by Japanese comedies Garcons in the fall. In 2008, H&M used the song Hang On by British singer-songwriter Letty as background music to its UK website. For spring and summer 2009, the British designer Matthew Williamson created two exclusive ranges for the company, the first being a collection of women's clothes released in select stores. The second collection was Williamson brands into menswear for the first time, only in select stores. It featured swimwear for men and women and was available in every company store worldwide. On 14th November 2009, the company released a limited edition The Fusion collection by Jimmy Choo, very popular also, featuring shoes and handbags ranging from 30 pounds dollars to 30 pound to 170 pounds. 30 pounds to 170 pounds, including a range of men's shoes. The collection also included clothing designed by Choo for the first time. Many garments made of suede and leather and was available in 200 stores worldwide, including London's Oxford Circus store. Sonia Rykiel, very popular also collaborated with the company by designing a ladies' knitwear and lingerie range that was released in selected company stores of 5th December 2009. For fall 2010, the company collaborated with French fashion house Lanvin. In March 2011, the brand's clothing was featured in an interactive fashion art film by Imagine Fashion called Decadent Control, starring Roberto Cavalli, Kirsty Homey, Eva Herzigova, and Brad Kroenig. For summer 2011, the company collaborated with fashion blogger Ellen Kling, which was available at select stores only. In June 2011, H&M announced a collaboration with Versace that was released on 19 November. Versace also planned a spring collaboration with the company that was only available in countries with online sales similar to previous collaborations. Versace agreed to let H&M use its name for a previously agreed upon sum without actually having a role in the design process. In November 2011, H&M announced a collaboration plan with Marni that launched in March 2012. The campaign was directed by directors Sofia Coppola. Lana Del Rey was the face of the fully platted music video for 2012 Global Summer Collection, where she also sang a cover of Blue Velvet. On 4 October 2012, Japanese Vogue editor Ana Di Loroso launched an accessories collection at H&M as Paris Fashion Week drew to an end. The collection was stocked in 140 H&M stores worldwide and also sold through the website. On the 12 June 2012, H&M confirmed that it would launch a collaboration with avant-garde label Maison Marty Margiela for a full rollout. The Maison Marty Margiela collection for H&M stores on 15 November 2012. Beyoncé was the face of H&M in summer 2013. Her campaign, which began in May 2013, was entitled Mrs. Carter in H&M and drew heavily on Knowles' personal style. The singer also included the track Standing on the Sun from her fifth studio album as the campaign soundtrack. Isabel Marant was a collaboration designer for fall 2013 and for the first time made a men's collection to accompany the women's collection. The collaboration was sold out very quickly in cities across the globe and was heavily anchored on sales online as well. Alexander Wang, popular din yan, was announced as collaboration to be released 6 November 2014 across the world to select 250 stores. The announcement came during the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in California and was the first collaboration with an American designer. Balmain was announced as the next collaboration with H&M. The collection was released on 5th November 2015. The announcement came from Balmain designer Oliver Rousteing's Instagram page. The 2015 Christmas campaign was in collaboration with the pop star Katy Perry, who also sang the commercial soundtrack Every Day is a Holiday. In November 2016, H&M released a designer line in collaboration with Kinso. That year, the company released an annual holiday movie directed by Wes Anderson titled Come Together. The short film stars Adrian Brody as a train conductor who saves Christmas after a blizzard delays the train's arrival, making the few passengers on the board miss part of the holiday. In February 27, Zara Larsson designed a playful, young, empowering, and little glamorous collection with H&M. After 20 years, Naomi Campbell came back to collaborate for a global female empowerment commercial spot with the company. She wore clothes that blur in the line between masculine and feminine, and the spot video, she also lip-synced Wham Rock, Enjoy What You Do by Wham. In September 2019, H&M halted its leather purchases from Brazil in response to 2019 Amazon rainforest wildfires. The company issued an email statement. The ban will be active until there are credible assurance system in place to verify that the leader does not contribute to environmental harm in the Amazon. The company imports only a small fraction of its leather needs from the company. In August 2020, H&M collaborated with Lebanese designer Sandra Mansour for the Fleur du Sol collection. It was the first time H&M had partnered with an Arab designer. Concept stores. In addition to the H&M brand, the company consists of 5 individuals brand with separate concepts. Q4 2016 saw the hoarding of a new H&M concept in the Dubai Mall came up labeled H&M Details. COS launched its flagship store on London's Regent Street in March 2007 with a catwalk show at the Royal Academy. Its concept is encompassed by minimalist style inspired by architecture, graphics, and design. It specializes in modern clothing pieces for men and women that are less trend-oriented than other similarly priced labels. COS makes clothing that can be worn beyond the season. COS has 197 stores in 34 countries in Europe, Asia, North America, Australia, and the Middle East, and currently retails online to 19 markets via cosstore.com. And other stores launched in spring 2013 with 7 stores opening throughout Europe. Its Regent Street store opened on 8 March 2013. Yung mga It's and Imito na doon sa kanil silang nagtitinda. With other locations in Barcelona, Berlin, Copenhagen, Dublin, Milan, Paris, and Stockholm. We said it is Stockholm, but I think in English they pronounce it Stockholm. And other stores offers women's clothing, shoes, bags, accessories, and beauty products with a focus on high quality throughout a wide price range. In March 2016, it collaborated with the design label Rodarte and other stores, has 46 stores in 12 countries, as well as e-commerce in 14 at stores.com, formerly at otherstores.com. Arket. The first Arket store was opened in Regent Street in August 2017, having been in preparation since June 2015. The brand is labeled a modern day market and houses a line known as the Archive, in which its item is known by a 9-digit code organized into department, category, product, and material. Arket also sells children's clothing and homewares and has an in-store cafe. Fabric Scandinavian AB. In 2008, It's and Im purchased 60% of shares in the Swedish fashion company Fabric Scandinavian AB and bought the remaining shares in 2010 with a price totaling 552 million Swedish crowns or 62.3 million in dollars. The company's 3 brands, Cheap Monday, Monkey, and Weekday, continue to be run as separate concepts. Cheap Monday, binili pala nila yan. Cheap Monday, known to its distinctive skull logo, is a full fashion brand launched in 2004. The brand is available from many retailers worldwide as well as it owns stores and e-commerce site cheapmonday.com. Monkey ano pag-pronounce nila. Monkey is a wild and crazy international retail concept that believes that it needs to fight ordinary and boost imagination with an experience out of the ordinary. The brand sells fashion for young women in stores in 13 markets and it's available online in 18 markets at monkey.com. Kanila pala yan binili. Weekday styled as Weekday carries in-house brands as MTWT if is Weekday and Weekday collection as well as external brands. The brand has stores in 9 markets and is available online in 18 markets at weekday.com and in 140 markets of asos.com. Labor practices. In August 2011, nearly 200 workers passed out in 1 week at a Cambodian factory supplying It's and Im foams from chemicals for ventilation, malnutrition, and even mass hysteria have all been blamed for making workers ill. O, ganun naman talaga. Because actually, It's and Im, they are not made here in Sweden. Because if it is in Sweden, the workers here, it is very expensive for them. Also, for example, their money now is more or less 100 Swedish crowns is 550 pesos. Before it even higher, almost 8. And then how can they sell when they sell so cheap? I mean, how can they have their prof- profits. They cannot have profits if they have it here in Sweden. Uh, n- just like my husband, he was selling that Ericsson. It is not made from here. Uh, yes, the I mean the product is well made. For example, I have bought a lots of clothes from Hong Kong and China. They are so thin, and then they sew it just like this, when a small child or like me is sewing the clothes. Not perfect, but if you buy H&M clothes here, it is perfectly done, but it's not it is not made here in Sweden. Okay, we will the minimum wage in the country is equivalent of $66 or 42 pounds a month, a level that human rights groups say is not even half that required to meet the basic needs. Yung mga ano yun nila, the workers who make their products, their clothes or more. The same year, Bangladesh and international labor groups put forth a detailed safety proposal that entailed the establishment of the independent inspection of garment factories. The plan called for inspectors to have the power to close unsafe factories. The proposal entailed a legally binding contract between suppliers, customers, and unions. At a meeting in 2011 in Dhaka, major European and North American retailers, including H&M, rejected the proposal. Close unsafe factories. The proposal entailed proposal. Further efforts by unions to advance the proposal after numerous and deadly factory fires have been rejected. The Guardian wrote that in a Conscious Action Sustainability report for 2012, H&M published a list of factories supplying 90% of its garments. Most retailers and brands do not share this information, citing commercial confidentiality as a reason. On the 2nd January 2013, the Ecologist reported allegation by Anti-Slavery International that H&M was continuing its association with Uzbek government in exploiting child and adult forced labor as cotton harvesters in Uzbekistan. After the April 2013 Savar building collapse, the company and the other retailers signed on to the Accord in Factory and Building Safety in Bangladesh. On 19th May 2013, a textile factory that produced apparel for H&M in Phnom Penh, Cambodia collapsed, injuring several people. The incident has raised concerns regarding the industrial safety regulations. On 25 November 2013, H&M Global Head of Sustainability committed that H&M, as the world's second largest clothes retailer, would aim to pay all textile workers in living wage by 2018, stating that governments are responding too slowly to poor working condition in Bangladesh. Among other Asian countries where many clothing retailers source a majority, if not all, the garments wages were increased in Bangladesh from 3,000 takas or $40 to 5,300 takas, $70 a month. In late 2013, in September 2015, Clean Clothing Organization, that an NGO involved in garment labor working conditions, reported on a lack of specific fire safety renovations in H&M suppliers' factories. In June 2016, some of us launched launched a campaign to pressure H&M to honor the commitment to protect Bangladesh garment workers which it had signed into following the Rana Plaza collapse in Bangladesh in 2013, which killed over 1,100 people, mostly garment workers, in unsafe factories housed in 8-story building not designed for factories. Some of us allege that H&M is drastically behind schedule in fixing the safety hazard its workers have to face every day. In February 2017, the Guardian reported children were employed to make H&M products in Myanmar and were paid 13 pence or about 13p, about 15 cents US dollar an hour, half the full legal minimum wage. Other issues on 6 January 2010, it was reported that unsold or refunded clothing and others items in one New York City store were cut up before being discarded, presumably to prevent resale abuse. On 24 January 2012, the company was reported to have stolen the work of a UK-based artist, Tori Lacunza, using it on multiple items without compensating her. In August 2013, the Swedish fashion chain withdrew Fox leather headdresses from its Canadian stores after consumers complained the items, part of the company's summer music festival collection, were insulting to Canada's Aboriginal people. Hindi na natin siguro to babasahin, ang dami na kasi. Philanthropy. Since January 2012, H&M has offered its H&M Design Award, an annual design prize to fashion graduates. The prize is established to support young designers with the beginning of their careers. Starting in February 2013, H&M offered patrons a voucher in exchange for used garments. Donated garments was to be processed by ECO, a retailer that repurposes and recycles used clothing with the goal of creating a zero-waste economy. The initiative is similar to a clothes collection voucher program launched in April 2012 by Marks and Spencer's in partnerships with Oxfam. In April 2014, H&M joined Zara and other apparel companies in changing their supply chain to avoid endangered forests. The company teamed with Canopy, a non-profit, to remove endangered and ancient forests from the dissolved bubble pulp supply chains for the viscose and rayon fabrics. In August 2015, H&M announced that it will award €1 million annual prize to advance recycling technology and techniques. The H&M Foundation is a non-profit foundation established to implement positive change and improve living standards such as education for children, worldwide access to clean water, strengthening women on a global scale, and environmentally aware. It is privately funded by the Person family. Sila yung may-ari niyan. Founders and owners of H&M, and since 2013, the family has made contribution to the foundation, donating 1.1 billion or billion Swedish crowns, that is their money, or 152 million in 54 million in US dollars. Okay, mga friends, this is so I was talking already so much. I think we will have the part 2.